Hello students, welcome to Sarasa classes. Okay, we are solving the PUBDET paper 2019. Now, here the question number 8 says if 1 ml of 1 molar HCl solution is added to 100 ml of a buffer made of acetic acid, that is CH3COH, and sodium acetate of strength 0.1 molar for each, the change of the pH in the buffer is given. pKa of the acetic acid is 4.74. Now, so we know, so say this is solution for 8. We will say, using the Henderson equation, that pH is equal to pKa plus log of concentration of the salt by concentration of the acid. Okay. Now, what is the concentration of the salt that is been given to us? Which is nothing but CH3COONA plus, isn't it? And that is equal to 0.1 m. What is that of the acid that is given to us? That is CH3COOH. That too is 0.1 m. So we can say that concentration of the salt is equal to concentration of the acid. Then what happens to equation 1? We can simply say that pH should be equal to pKa, and that is going to be 4.74. Okay, that is going to be the case initially. Okay, before adding this HCl. Okay, now boys, if you add 1 ml of HCl, what happens? Okay, so let's understand this particular part. Okay, so if we add, so we have basically over here, what we can say is CH3COO minus Na plus HCl, that will react with that, giving you CH3COOH, isn't it? Plus NaCl. Okay. Now, if we talk about initially, then we can say how many moles? That is 100 ml into 0.1. Okay, 100 ml into 0.1. That means it is going to be 10 millimole, and that is 0. And we have again 10 millimole. Okay, and that also is 0. After addition of acid, okay, after addition of 1 ml, 1 m HCl, what happens? Okay, so 1 ml of 1 m actually would mean 1 millimole. Okay, so this is going to be out here 1 millimole. So 1 millimole is going to react with 10 millimoles. It is going to consume 1 millimole. So it is going to become 9 millimole. Okay, and that will become 11 millimole, isn't it? And that is going to be 1 millimole of NaCl. All right. So if that happens, so now we got, this is the amount of HCl reacting with this. So we got the number of moles of the salt, number of moles of the acid, and what is the volume? Volume total is what? 101 okay, ml of solution. What is the concentration? What is the concentration? We know number of millimoles divided by volume in ml. Okay, so using that and putting the same things in equation 1, so the pH, say, now this is the new one, prime, is going to be pKa plus log of salt concentration divided by that of the acid, and that is going to be, say, equal to pH, because we know that from here. So it is going to be pH prime equal to pH plus, all right, log of salt by acid, or we can say pH minus pH prime, which is the difference of pH. That is what we have been asked in the question. What is the change in the pH? Okay, that means new pH, old pH minus new pH. That is going to be what? We will simply say that is going to be minus log salt by acid, isn't it? Please have a look. Okay, fine. So now that we can say minus log salt is what? 9 by 101, 11 by 101, that and that goes away. Or we can simply write this as to be minus log 9 by 11. Okay, and if we calculate for 9 by 11, so it is going to be coming round off to 0.08715, and that we can round off to as 0.9. So this is going to be the difference, and if you check our answers over here, then obviously we will say the answer is going to be out here, this A. Okay, next question. It says the concentration of an aqueous solution of an acid HA in it is 0.1 molar. If this solution is diluted by 4 times, the degree of the dissociation of an acid becomes n times to that of the initial solution. Then the value of n is what? We got to find that out. Okay. Now we know for weak acids, okay, weak acids, if you consider HA going to H plus A minus, so at equilibrium it is better to derive all this. We will say 1 mole of this is going, this is alpha is the degree of dissociation, giving you alpha. Then for C concentration, we will say this has to be 1 minus alpha into C, alpha C. Okay, that is what it is going to be. Or we can say now next that Ka, which is the acid dissociation constant, is nothing but HA plus concentration A minus by HA, and that we can say out to be as C alpha into C alpha by C1 minus alpha. For alpha very less than 1, we will apply Oswald's dilution law, and we can say that the Ka is nothing but C alpha square, or we can say that alpha is nothing but Ka by C, okay, root K over by C, or we know that the concentration is inversely proportional to volume. As volume increases, concentration decreases. So using this equation, say 1 and say equation 2, I can now write alpha as to be KAV. Okay. So this is my equation that I will use, for which I derived it for you so that you can get a sense how it came. Now, suppose this is the alpha 1 before dilution. Okay. This is for before dilution. Alright, this whole thing is before dilution. Now after dilution, it becomes alpha 2. Ka cannot change, so Ka remains as Ka. So this becomes V prime. How many times have you diluted? What does the sum say? It has been diluted 4 times. It has been diluted 4 times. So we can now write alpha 2 as in Ka 4V, or we can write this to be as 2 KAV. So we can now say this to be as equation 3 and this to be as equation 4. Okay. Now having, or if we use these two equations now, so we can say using equation 3 and 4, what we can say? Alpha 1 by alpha 2. Okay. That is going to be this. Okay. That and that goes away. So alpha 2 can be written as 2 alpha 1. What is the meaning of this? If this is the initial degree of dissociation, after dilution this is the final degree of dissociation. So the degree of dissociation, we can say the degree of dissociation of the acid becomes n times. So what is the n times to the initial solution? Okay. So old dissociation was alpha 1, as I said, degree of dissociation, but the new one is alpha 2. So we will say it is almost 2 times, and that is going to be our answer over here. Thanks for listening. Keep visiting Saurabh's classes for further solutions of this paper. Okay, have a great day.